They all look like knockoffs of Neo in the Matrix. Hello there, BTS intellectuals, and welcome to Patreon Thursdays. Patreon Thursdays, which is my name for when I'm going to do a reaction on Thursday picked by you, my patrons. And I say you, my patrons, delicately because technically speaking, logically speaking, mathematically speaking, many of you out there watching aren't my patrons, but you can change that. The link is in the description. I'm really paranoid. I am just producing spit bubbles like some strange soap fountain, which isn't really helping with my pitch. Oh, the link is in the description. I am a human being. I do not run on bubbles or soap, as far as you know. And if you click on it, you'll go to my Patreon. I thought my rabbit was nudging me, but it was just air. This is an ADHD disaster. Unmitigated, unregulated, irregular. The link is in the description. It's not going well. Sell yourself. Sell yourself, comedians. Sell yourself. Not like that, comedians. Sell yourself. The link is in the description. It's my Patreon. I have run BTS reactions on there. Bon Voyage reactions. It's very cheap, I think, comparatively. I do record. I do watch the videos. I don't just put a cardboard cutout of myself next to the videos. I thought about doing that. Decided not to. It's very worth it, but apart from the the run BTS Bon Voyage on Thursdays, you get to help shape my content. So if you've been requesting something from me for years now, and I have just been reading it and ignoring you because I'm hateful, or because I just spend way too long making these videos and I can't do all the requests, and it makes me feel bad inside, and I love all of you individually, but I'm sorry I can't do all that. If you want to, that's another reason to sign up, is that you can help shape my content, vote for the content you want to see on my channel. And you can also support my channel existing, which should be important. But what's more important is that you have some fun videos and some say in my videos. Right? It started out badly, middle bit, not great. Landing, I basically self-imploded. But I tried. Link is in the description. Anyway, so today's video is one I have been meaning to do for a while, but you clever patrons, the guys who are out there, you made me do it right now. It's Spine Breaker. I've had a lot of requests to do this over the years, brackets on the S. A lot of requests, but now it's finally happening. So if you've been out there asking for this, you can thank the people on Patreon that made it happen. Specifically, you can thank, who was it? Where are you? So yes, specifically I want to thank Blau B from Patreon for requesting this, and everyone who voted for it. And I also want to thank, I won't do this every week, but in honor of the first week of Patreon Thursdays, I want to thank everyone else who suggested something. So thank you to Celeste Gregory, AJ, and Ryan Overman. And if you want to get in on the Patreon Thursdays polling action, links in the description, as I may have mentioned earlier. Okay. That was exhausting. Welcome to being alive in 2021. It's Spinebreaker MV time. This is well overdue. Let's do this right now. Oh, and of course, you must subscribe right now. If you've made it this far, then you must subscribe. That is a definite. Okay. Oh, here's a question for myself. Have I been recording? Yes, I have. I'm great. Oh, I think I remember people saying this is like a homemade music video. It's got the RM coming in with the Dre years. Is that? I'm pretty sure Dre is a billionaire now. Dr. Dre, that is, not Dre. Oh, look, I was looking for a metaphor and I realized there's not really any other Dre. Arguably, Dr. Dre didn't need to put the doctor in front of him, but I guess he was very proud, of his medical degree, and good luck to him. But yeah, Dr. Dre, or Dre, is a billionaire, so, he can copyright year. Like, you gotta be careful, RM. You're not quite there yet. Once you own your own headphone brand, you will be there. Are they all wearing like little French berets? Alright. Oh wow. They made this themselves today. And I'm that like, look, we've got lots of songs with subtle imagery, music videos with subtle imagery, Black Swan, beautiful, staged, floaty, and I'm aware they probably made this before Black Swan, but whatever. Beautiful, floaty, stage, ballet dancers, the heart, creativity, agony. Let's just have RM with a poor label on him. Let's just skip being subtle, yeah? Poor. Oh wait, that's not RM, that's V, isn't it? But that's alright, RM, you can take that as a compliment, you're both very cute. But yeah, wow, this is a hard-hitting rap song about the class divide. And how the class divide is now in two. There's no middle class anymore. When you're wearing nice clothes, suddenly, you know, how actually smart you are is irrelevant. Your identity is irrelevant. I respect it. Ooh, who is the you in this situation? You whine and complain to get it. Did I offend you? Well, I don't know if you did, because I don't know if I'm the you in this scenario. I need to watch this again. There's a lot going on in these lyrics. So is this is interesting. It's quite deep, really, shockingly for BTS. Is this line, this verse, these bars, these hard-hitting metal bars, is it kind of like from the perspective of like some, you know, some like 1%er, some, you know, some New Yorker porcupine eating, fish egg drinking, oyster mating person? Like, is it that kind of thing? Because it's like basically being like, you know, because it starts off with that line of like, you know, you kids don't know how good you have it these days. That is classic, okay, boomer material. And then it goes on to, you'll only be satisfied if I spend my money like you spend yours, which to me kind of hints at like the trickle down thing, you know, the idea, you know, kind of like the idea of how an economy, you know, trickle down economy, that if you give lots of rich people lots and lots of money and make them even more rich, they'll give it back down to us, which doesn't really work. So I wonder if that's saying you'll only be satisfied as in, oh, you want us to like spend the money, you want us to actually put our rich money into the economy. I don't know. I love that. My jacket is very expensive and not pretty at all, which again goes back to how often fashion and things that cost lots of money, and I guess just fashion in a whole, really just comes down to kind of pretension sometimes. A lot of times it comes down to pretentious ideas. It comes down to individual taste, but the people who set the individual taste are just people with lots of money and, you know, the premise is, well, I've got lots of money, so the fact that I'm wearing a squeezed chinchilla on my back can't possibly be ridiculous. Although saying that, he said his jacket is not pretty at all. It's like, but RM, if you wear anything, it's going to be really pretty, so I take issue with that. They all look like knockoffs of Neo in the Matrix. Wrong. Alright, cool themes here. This is what will suffocate your heart, dirty clothes. Dirty clothes means rich clothes, like as in clothes that like, the irony of it, because obviously expensive clothes are supposed to be clean and supposed to like differentiate you as being like, you know, a proper person, a fancy person, better than the others. But it's like, it's almost like an obscene sign. Like, you know, I almost bought into that in Miami for a bit, and now like I've really stepped back from that, because wearing expensive clothes when people can barely afford to eat is just the worst kind of, you know, populism. It really is. So I love that they're calling them dirty clothes here, you know, because they're not earned. Like, in what world is it just that somebody can't afford to eat while somebody's wearing like $10,000 on their back? It suffocates your heart. Because it's not right. Well, he is sitting on a toilet, so... You're going to regret it. You could keep your swagger, but what about your parents? It's like, well, you can wear that lovely jacket, but what about your parents? 5 years from now, they can't afford to live in a home. Make a decision now. Keep filming me on this hotel room toilet, or don't. Oh, going broke. Okay. Interesting. So I guess it's necessarily not so much about people who are really, really rich. I guess it's maybe more about, or at least also about, people who pretend to be rich, like people who spend money they don't have just to pretend to be rich, you know? It's like, it's the irony of bankrupting yourself to appear the opposite of bankrupt. It's a very big contradiction, a very big, you know, paradox there. Insert extra words I used in English essays a lot. Your parents' spine breaker. Interesting. Oh man. Well, it looks like I understood the music right at the end of the song, unfortunately, but you know, at least I did get there. And then what, Jin? Is he just the one? So I wonder if that's a full song. I have no idea. I'm gonna stick to that with this video because, you know, it's me. This is already longer than it should be. If that isn't the full song, or if there's a different version or whatever, just let me know. I'm very happy to react to, you know, more of this. I'll react to Spinebreaker over and over and over again if it'll get me views. I'll do anything for views, apparently. That's what it is to be a YouTuber, sadly. But no, I want to, you know, I feel like, considering how much people talk about this song, that this can't be the full thing, but I don't know. Spinebreaker. Yeah, this one's 4 minutes long. I'm looking at another one online, it's 4 minutes long. So yeah, if there is a longer version, let me know. I'll happily react to that. But otherwise, that was very, very interesting. I mean, like, the things BTS are singing about, can you think of another world-famous band, like 7-piece, 4-piece, 3-piece suit band that are singing about stuff this specific? You know, about wealth, about inequality, about people who spend all their parents' money. I mean, you got to respect it. And I love that they just made their own MV. I wish they would do that for all of their songs. Like, there's nothing quite like seeing all of them wearing knockoff Neo outfits, like strange berets, like glasses from the early 2000s. That, as far, if you'd shown me that to me in like half quality, 240p, and told me it was just like Matrix outtakes or Matrix behind the scenes, I would have been like, yeah, sure, that rings true. That seems to check out. But yeah, thanks for suggesting that. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Patreon Thursdays. Like I said, link to my Patreon is in the description. My Patreon is very cheap, just like me. Definitely go and check it out if you want some more fun reactions from me. You know, I got loads more videos on there. Thank you for coming. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to make sure you are subscribed if you like my reactions and you aren't subscribed, and that's just madness. That's crazy town. Click the subscribe button right now. Click on the bell as well. Dingle the bell so that you can be notified when my videos come out, so you can help make YouTube think that they're good by clicking on them once I upload them. But that means something, apparently. Man, there's just so much to know. It's just too much. I should really just give up and just film myself eating and just post that online. That would be much easier and much more my style, but I'm committed now. Anyway, have a lovely day. I will see you soon. And remember, if you like this reaction to Spinebreaker, then click the subscribe button or meet your maker. That sounds very